Let me describe the moon sign. The moon sign is important because it is within you. This is like your spiritual self. This is like who you are at the core. It's internal. It's what you feel. That force, that watery force, that force that's so fluent and so powerful. This is a powerful force. And so this is why the moon sign is important. So how do it work within you? See, a lot of people don't know about their moon signs and the powers and the effect that they have because the moon sign is internal, so they will see more of their sun sign or their rising. But the reason why the moon sign is so effective is because this shows who you are at the core. This is something that you do naturally without being aware, without this your unconscious self. This is like your subconscious and unconscious self. And so this is like your habits. This is your need. Something you feel that you need to do. For example, like Aries. If you got Aries, I'm going through the moon signs. Now you can chart this down from Aries all the way to Pisces. If you got Aries, you got a need. This is something that you do naturally to be aggressive. This is what you do naturally to fight for yours, to strategize, to win in any competition that you have against your opponent. This is something you do naturally. I mean, you strategize. This is something that you do. It's internal, so deep within your bone that you feel you got to win. And a fighter and having that strength and being strong and being that warrior is within you. See what I'm saying? Being creative. This is something that you naturally do, creating your environment, doing what you want to do. Because Aries do what they want to do. And it's the know-how with them. They know how to operate, they know how to move, and they do it like not without even thinking. You know, let's say intuition naturally. The intuition guide them of how to go, which way to go. And they got the spirit of knowing how to save humanity, knowing the warrior tactics of how to survive. You see, so they can go even low. This is something they do naturally that they help you and that they fight for you and that they be an example of leadership, that they be an example of creativity, that they be an example of being the hero, like the Superwoman, Superman. Something they do naturally. Their intuition, living by that naturally. And so if a person got, for example, an Aries moon, but they got something like a cool like air sign. Say like they got we'll say like a Libra sun, the Aries moon. How this will play out is that they'll be appear to be cool, but they will carry the Aries trait out internally, which means they got to fulfill like they know how to make a decision because they already got it within them. It's internally. So this type of Libra know how to make a decision. This type of Libra will be strong. This type of Libra will be aggressive. This is what they got within them. This type of Libra will be the one who will be competitive because it's internal. And to them, they don't think that they have the Aries trait, but people can see it. And if they pay attention very careful, they got to really pay attention to see the Aries trait. And they'll be like, oh, I got this with them, and they'll wonder why. They like people who has the Aries energy or fire energy. They could like a Sagittarius. They might like a Leo. So anytime you got fire energy, you will like fire signs internally. You will like people of that element. Not only fire, we know that since you had a Libra sun, you would like people with air too, but mostly like you have the fiery trait, which means they don't have to have a fire sign, but if they crunk like an Aries or if they can move like an Aries, you would like that type of energy. You like strength, you like people who charismatic, people who's charming, but people who's on your team because Aries can be very selfish. You wonder why they can be kind of selfish because this is the Aries moon. So I just give you the example of how this play out. And so this is how it works. It's internally. Like I met, for example, I'm gonna skip around a little bit. I wasn't gonna go like in order, but I'm gonna skip around a little bit because this came to my mind. Um, I met like a woman with a Virgo. To this place I go to, this mental health place I go to. She got a Virgo sun and a Sagittarius moon. I'm not in a relationship with her, but we can click very good, and that's because I'm a Virgo moon, so I understand the Virgo trait. But she got a Sagittarius sun, and so she appeared to be the Virgo type, like that's because the sun sign will shine, so it's gonna be more awareness, more about who you aware of who you are. You're aware that you shy. You're aware that you're analytical. You're observant. So she can appear to be observant, but within her, she likes stuff like fun stuff. She like dramatic stuff. And so she take heed to that. And she likes stuff like that. She appear to be shy. People think that, oh, she don't like that type of stuff. But within her, and this is why she attracted to people like me and other people who like me, because we are hyper, we are fun loving, we are the movie type. So I'm just give you an example of how it works. And so it's more internal. People, you might don't see the Sagittarius moon outwardly, but they would carry out naturally without them. They don't even recognize they're carrying out the Sagittarius trait, but then when they be aware, they'll see it. You see what I'm saying? Because this will happen naturally. That's a part of them. It's something that they do naturally. Like they don't put no effort to it because it just come out. Like they like fun. They like the Sagittarius trait. They like wisdom. They like learning. They like adventurous stuff naturally. So that's why people can't see the moon sign because it's hidden. The moon sign is hidden, but you carrying it out every day. And you wonder why that you don't feel like your sun sign because you're carrying out like the traits of your moon sign. For example, I'm a Virgo moon, but I'm a Libra sun. And so the Libra sun you can see that I like beauty, I like charm. But within me, I like to help people. I like to serve. And I can go crazy if I don't serve and help people. And I don't went crazy when I feel that I can't help people or serve people. It drive me crazy. I go to getting very emotional and tuned. You know, I got water in my chart too, but I'm just talking about the Virgo. The Virgo about service and helping people. So if Virgo people don't feel like they're helpful or they can help you, they feel some type of way. So a lot of people with a Virgo moon got to feel helpful. And this is why. I didn't never know why, but now I know why. See, it's seen hidden, but when you really pay attention and go deep, you'll see why that I felt this way. Because the Virgo moon. So your moon sign play a major effect, more than you think. Sometimes more than the sun. Because it's powerful, it's internal, it's within you. And you don't think you that moon sign until you pay attention. And you say, oh, okay. Okay, I see the Virgo traits. I see it. See what I'm saying? So, but the sun sign is out there because it's shining. The moon sign is hidden, but you carry it out every day. It's a need. It's like it's a habit. It's what you do every day. The moon sign. So I carry the Virgo traits. I like to be organized, and if people don't be on time, I get kind of I would say upset. That's the Virgo moon. Virgo, because it's the earth. We like to see people on time. But I wouldn't realize that if I didn't know about my moon sign, you see. And that's why the Virgo moon is there. And people don't be on time. I hate that. You see what I'm saying? And I fire a whole team because Earth sign like to get things done. They don't play. Like they are loyal, they're consistent, and they like to get things done. So this is what it's about. And Earth deal with time. They're like Saturn deal with time. So they want people to be on time. So once you understand your moon signs, you're great, beautiful people. Hey to y'all, beautiful people in the chat. You got Leo sun. Nas said he or she. I don't know if you're he or she, but Nas said they got Leo sun and Aries moon. So okay, Leo sun would mean that okay, I see it. You shining, you playful, you cheerful, you like fun loving. And then you got Aries make you more aggressive, put more energy to that area, of life. So that's like double fire. So that's like you really like to have fun. You don't really like to be bored. You're very aggressive at times. But since you got Virgo rising, is what I see. Virgo rising, earthly. So you can ground all that within your earthly being. So you can carry yourself out, everything that you play as the Leo sun and Aries moon into the Virgo rising in the earthly way. So that's good. Because the earth is going to keep you stable. It'll be able to ground all that fire. You see? So now, back on track with the moon signs. The moon signs is very important because it's eternal. The reason why I'm trying to get y'all to know about the moon sign because we look at the moon sign and we don't think people they are the moon sign. When you look at it, you'll see that they really are. See what I'm saying? But they ain't gonna carry it out like okay, a Virgo sun will carry out themselves different than the Virgo moon. Because Virgo moon is be internal. A Virgo sun will be external, which means you're gonna see it. You're gonna see the Virgo sun. The Virgo moon, you can't see it because it's naturally wired in them. Like a Virgo Sun gonna want to help you, but the Virgo moon need to, so they're gonna do it naturally. You even know, it say, oh, this person's so helpful without complaining. A Virgo moon will do it without complaining because it's something they do. A Virgo sun might complain a little bit, you see? That's the difference. But they're gonna do it. They're gonna want to do it, but they gonna be like a Virgo moon who do it with don't want no payback or nothing like that there, because it's internal. This is a fulfillment. So that's what I'm trying to get y'all to know the difference between uh the moon sign. The moon sign is one of the most powerful placements. All three placements is very powerful. The sun, the moon, and the rising. But I'm trying to give y'all an understanding. So when you put it together, you could be like, okay, I know that my sun sign shine. The moon is internal. So you be like, okay, I'm gonna give you another combination other than mine. You say, okay, I'm a Aries sun, but I got a Capricorn moon. So you can say, okay, I like to shine like an Aries. I mean, I'm aware of the Aries traits that I'm different. I'm aware that I live in my higher mind, higher respect. I'm a humanitarian. I'm friendly. But then we look internal within your moon self. I do this naturally. I carry myself like a Capricorn. I'm practical. I'm on point. I'm business oriented naturally. This is something I do. I know how to handle business. It's the know-how with me. I like to learn. I like to move up in status and rank naturally. So I'm always trying to learn something to master and to use. This is what I do naturally. And so this is your Capricorn self. Because your moon sign, you see? So the moon sign will be more effective because it's internal. Anything that's inside you is going to be different because it's like your motor. See? That's why it's different, you know? So I have to bring this awareness to you, beautiful people. Like you say, your sun is Scorpio, your name Mars mindset. Your sun is Scorpio, but you got a Taurus moon. Okay, so I ain't gonna even do the rising on you, but I'm gonna do the sun. Your sun is Scorpio, so you automatically you're gonna be one to research, going deep, and know people's souls different. Anyway, this is something that you're aware of. This is something that you see. It's awareness. The sun represents awareness, represents the mind that see, and it's aware. And so, but since you got your Taurus moon, this is hitting. You might don't realize until you really peep and say, "Oh, I am the one who all about value, my principles. I stand on my principles, my value." Or you might see it, but it might be a need to you. Like, this is what I need. I need my principles. I live by my principles. I live by what I value. I live by the good life. I like to have fun. It's internal. So I like to have things. So I got to get this money. I like to work hard because it's internally. So you got the Taurus there. I like beauty. And you realize that, dog, I really like beauty. But other people will see you like the Scorpio because the sun is how people gonna see you, just like the rising, right? So they intertwine, the rising and the sun. But the moon sign is people can see it. They got to really pay attention, be close to you to see it. If they be around you a long time, they can see the moon sign. Because, or you might display the moon sign. But people fail to realize there's no particular time that the moon sign come out because all play all throughout the day. The moon, the sun, and the rise. That they don't tell you. So since he got a Taurus moon, he said, "Dang, I got a need to be creative. I got a need to have physical sex. I got a need for beauty. I got a need for love." So this is like a balance because Taurus and Scorpio really is the ops of each other. So this creates a balance for him, for Mars mindset. So that's very powerful. Okay. So this is very powerful right here. Right. If know you personally. Yeah, so Virgo moon is very much powerful for us. Any moon sign is powerful. Moon sign, like the most psychic placement will be your moon sign because it's internal. Like if you got a Cancer moon, even Virgo are highly intuitive where they know people and also can feel people uh physical pain because they're Mother Earth. Cancer, Libras is psychic. See Libra moons, whoever got Libra moons, they have telepathy powers and uh have empathy towards people. It could be an empath where they can feel people energy. They with the hot chakra, green vortex. Also, so most moon sign will be kind of psychic in their way. Cause moons is internal, what you feel within you. So I'll be able to feel people pain and interpret it because I got Mercury there. Anytime you got Mercury with Virgo, it can interpret things. So that's like in our culture, well, in Greek code, they would say Hermes or Thought. In African code, they would say Tahuti is Mercury. So Mercury be with Gemini or Virgo. But then with the Virgo, you got Aset. So you got Tahuti and Aset mixture. So you understand the magic that they can create together, Mercury and the Earth. So with the air sign, you say sort of like Haru and other things like that. So with that being said, I'm just giving you all an idea. So that's why my channels are very important because not to make myself better than people, I'm just different the way I stress things and I come from my intuition. But I had to learn it first. So I give thanks to everyone and everything so I can everything get honor. So you got a Cancer Sun. Charles Jones said he got a Cancer Sun and a Gemini Moon. So how this play out, you will see yourself as that Cancer Sun. You would carry out the nurturing, caring traits where people can see you as it's something that's shining to you. You know what I'm saying? But within you, you got a need for knowledge. You got a need for information. You got a need to communicate and expression. But see, also the moon sign you carry it out anyway. Like you do things of your moon sign. Like you gonna speak. You can be a great speaker. You see, because it comes from internally, it comes out. So sooner or later it will come out as a single state in. So you have the Gemini moon's energy where you move fast, you think fast. It's just internal. And so you gain the information quickly. Have telepathy power. You can read people's minds. Uh, if I'm about to say a word, I might say thinking of something. Say I'm going to the house. You might finish up. I might say I'm going to. You might say the mall. You might just come out and say mall and finish it off. That's how much you can read people. You can finish people's sentences off. You know what I'm saying? And can read their thoughts. Y'all might be talking about the subject, and you might just say something that a person about to say, and they would say, "I just about to say that." So when you got like Gemini Moon and stuff like that, that's how it play out. You know, the Gemini is very psychic. That people feel. See, you don't listen to these astrologers. You go by experience. I'm not downplaying the knowledge from astrology. You learn the basis, but then when you learn the basis and you start studying people due to astrology, then you'll learn everything. Then you learn to go within yourself, and then you can really understand. And you say, "Oh, he accurate." You become accurate. You become on point. See what I'm saying? Because all astrologers say most of the same. Not saying not downplaying, because they do help you get a start on things. You see, but everybody need to elevate. We can't just stay on one level. Everybody need to bring their own expression from what they know and what they feel. Like you've been around a lot of Geminis, you've been around a lot of Libras. You know how they feel, how they think together. You've been around the positive and the negative ones. You see, and so you got to share your experience with what you learn about them. So Sundancer said, "I got Cancer Moon." In the first house, that's part of who you are. Then, if the first house means part of your personality. Any sign or any planet in the first house is a part of you. If you got the moon in the first house, Venus in the first house is part of who you are. Whatever planet you got. I got Jupiter in the first house, so that's why I can be very hyper, very expressive, very cheerful, very happy, very lucky. So since Sundancer got the moon in the first house, this will make her remarkable emotionally. She be able to read your mind and read your emotions, and she be clairvoyant where she can feel energy. If she should understand emotion better than any other sign. Cause what people fail to realize, they all talk about Pisces, they all talk about Scorpio, but they don't realize that Cancer is a water sign too. And the thing is, about Cancer is cardinal. You see, cardinal means those who take a lead and who really put it into effect. You see, those who create something new of these emotions, a new way to explore emotions, a new way to read emotions. You see, it's there with leadership, cardinal. So it's cardinal water. You ain't fuck up no cardinal water. It's the lead water. So not saying that fixed and immutable ain't it, because all is good, right? But I'm trying to show you that people never bring this enlightenment to things. They say that Cancer moves sideways, but I hear somebody always expressing a good point where they say Cancer move forward too, because the cardinal. You see. So now that's why you got to listen to all type of knowledge so you can put it together for your own mind state. So by you having the moon in the first house, this make you emotionally in tune with things and stuff like that. There, nothing can stop you. And since say, bro, you right. I've been finishing people's sentences up all my life. I know. You got Mars and Mercury in your first house, right? This makes you more aggressive because of Mars and a fighter and who stands strong for yours and who react quick. And sometimes you can say the wrong stuff and start drama without even knowing you start drama because Aries going to express or the Mars energy going to express how they feel. Screw out the riff, even if it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be straightforward, too straightforward, because sometimes they get too blunt, can't hold it in. So you got Mercury, a part of that too. This is so powerful. Like, wow. I don't know if you got squares to it or whatever, but Mars and Mercury square or conjunction, but you got Mercury in this house, it'll make you very expressive, communicative, and know how to communicate. See, when you got Mercury, you don't communicate like I could talk slow, I could talk fast, I could talk like this. Cause Mercury make you talk all type of ways, many styles. Like won't you changeable? Cause you got it's very entertaining. You can't be bored. Mercury's a fast planet. It's thinking. It loves to communicate. It loves to socially connect with people. You know what I'm saying? So you know how to bring people together and so make a social group and things of that nature. So when you got Mars connected to that, that's very powerful because you can put more energy into that. Make you very in tune with the mind. You can be a mentalist who know how to read people's minds so good, you know. But also you can misread people because they're so aggressive till you think you're right and you're not because you're not balanced. You need balance. Once you got balance with this placement, you win. See what I'm saying? So this is your first house, part of your personality, part of who you are. You see what I'm saying? Naturally. Now you know why you like how you are. See, because it's the first house. So going back to the moon signs, so you did a very accurate reading on me already. Oh, I didn't even know. Okay, you wealthy. I thought you was a dude. You changed your name. I don't know why you did that. It's cool though. It's cool though. I remember you, Queen. Um, I be falling in love with my people. I love my people. You know what I'm saying? I say thanks, bro. Thank you too. And my Taurus sun, fourth house, Capricorn moon. Taurus sun, Capricorn moon. So you got Earth. So this makes you more okay. Taurus moon. So you will shine like a Taurus with that Venus effect. Cause Taurus and Libras, what people fail to realize when you think of like the Greek culture is Isis, right? When you think of the Bible, you think of Mary. But also Virgo is that too. Not only Venus energy, but Virgo too. So when you think of Isis, you think of an African coach called Aset. She's the magical one. She's the one who all nations give honor to everywhere, worldwide. She's very famous. The whole world give honor to in Greek culture Isis, in African culture Aset. So she is Venus, her and Hek Heru. So this is very powerful when we talk about Taurus. This is Earth with it, Mother Earth. Just like Cancer's Mother Earth, Virgo's Mother Earth. Well, Cancer's like more emotional, but Virgo's Mother Earth. All Earth signs is Mother Earth, like Capricorn. Cancer is part of it too, because Cancer is not only water. Y'all fail to realize. It's the fourth house. And the number 4 deal with Earth. So we understand that. This is a very powerful placement right here, you know. Very powerful placement. Because if you're if Capricorn, your moon sign, you got a leadership moon sign. Anytime you got a cardinal moon sign, you got a leadership moon sign. No matter what it is, Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, or Libra. I mean, which means they take initiative, they take action. And so when people think of Cancer, they think of them weak. They're not weak because the cardinal. Cardinal, by you having the cardinal element, the cardinal makes them take initiative. They create something new. They starting off the season. They start off this. See what I'm saying? They're setting it off. So that lets you know about the cardinal Cancer, Libra. Because Cancer deal with cardinal emotions. Taking initiative when it comes to emotion, taking leadership. Create something new when it comes to emotion. Libra deal with the mind. Taking initiative when it comes to the mind. So be the leader of the mind. Then you got you got Capricorn over the earth. So they can take initiative when it comes to the earth. And then you got over fire, you got Aries. So Aries will take initiative when it comes to fire. come to being creative, when it comes to being spiritual, when it comes to being taking action too. So cardinal sign gonna be like the ones who the leaders. And then you got the mutable sign, all got its place. Mutable sign gonna be more adaptable where they get all the knowledge, no matter if it's water, air, whatever. So they gonna be more knowledgeable than every other element. Then you got the fixed sign, they be more loyal, the ones you can trust. And a lot of you be like, well, that ain't powerful. That is powerful because you don't got too many people you can trust. You can trust a fixed sign though, as long as they ain't stuck in their bad ways. Cause they can be stuck in their bad ways too. But if they stuck in the right way, you got a friend for life. You ain't got to worry. These people not gonna sell you out. So that's why fixed signs are very important. When we think of fixed sign, you think of the earth. When you think of mutable, you think of fire, you think of things like that. So when you think of cardinal, you think of fire too. You think of like the air and fire for the cardinal, and for mutable, you think of adaptable in all levels, which means earth, air, water, and fire. It's because mutable is more the most knowledgeable people. So you're dealing with Pisces, Sagittarius, you're dealing with Virgos, and you're dealing with Gemini. We talk mutable. So they more knowledgeable, they more adaptable, they more can get along with people more than anyone because they can adapt to anybody, anything, any lingo, any. So it is that okay. Virgo would do it in the intellectual, the mind way, and the earth. Gemini would do it in the mind way, and Pisces would do it in the emotional way, and Virgo Virgo would do it in the earth way. I should have said that first. And fire like Sagittarius would do it in the fire way. So that's the way they would do it. So all is important. I want y'all to love astrology. I mean love all the placements because it's part of who you are. Even if the houses within your body is empty, that's cool. Certain spots. That's all it is. House is empty. Because all is important. But whatever you represent, that's cool. Everybody can choose what they like to represent. But here we go. Moon and Sagittarius. Like I said earlier, like the place I go to, this woman, she's a Virgo sun. So you see the Virgo trait, she answers the kind of quiet light because she observant and she like to question things, be skeptical. But what people don't know, because they see that, they might just think she a quiet type, that she like fire stuff. She like crunk stuff. So when I go to getting crunk, getting loud, to go to the lab, and they go happy, that what she really likes. She really into that, and that what she fall in love about. You see? You see? I'm just trying to show y'all something, fire placement. You know what I mean? Not saying that I would mess with her. I'm just giving y'all an example because I got a woman. So I would never sell my woman out for nobody. But I'm trying to show y'all that the moon is what you can't really see, but it's there. It's more important and more powerful than the sun a lot of times. Is that okay? For example, let's see. Let me look at some of y'all placements right here, so y'all get a better. Okay, I see Moon and Virgo. You got your Moon in the fifth house. So you said Moon and Virgo in the fifth house. So your Moon in the fifth house. I'm gonna describe that right quick. So your hitting self, the part that you into is fun. You into the Leo type energy. You into children. You love kids. So anybody talk bad about the kids, you might defend the kids. And also you like to inspire the kids, inspire the youth. Anybody who young, you know what I'm saying? You like that young energy, you know what I'm saying? You like to have fun. You can be a kid yourself. You like to joke, you like to play. You know what I'm saying? Also, you're here to be a leader. You're into being your own leader. You don't feel good if you don't be into leader because the moon deal with feeling. You don't feel great if you're not in a leadership position. And so sometimes it can be hard for people like you to even work for people because within you is leadership. I don't just want to sit here. I want to take the lead. I want to be able to manage something. And so that's the moon within you. That's the house you in. You're in a fun house. So you're going to have a lot of creative activities, try out different relationships, casual sex, one night stands until you get it. To you, that'll be fun. Fun will be stuff like this. So the Southern people is the one fun, inspirational, like to perform. So being on a stage, being an actor, comedian. I know I'm calling you out right now. The moon is in the fifth house. You said that in Virgo. And so we can talk about Virgo in the fifth house. This makes you do it in an intellectually way. And being into health is fun to you. Like looking at ways of healing is fun to you. Certain people when dealing with fun is good to you. Like so performing would be nothing to you because that's like you healing somebody or having fun by getting people in a good mood and by being inspirational to people. It just make you feel good. So I bet you I'm reading this person. I want them to comment on this. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I said they Virgo moon in the fifth house. It's a natural. Mm-hmm. So now, I see you say natural. Say your name, Menu Ra El Ujek. I see. You know, I'm into the commit coach, so I understand. So everyday life with Locks Hot. I be missing you, but a lot of you I recognize because y'all been with me for a while. I like that. I don't really like a large I like a large fan base, but not really, because a large fan base, you're gonna be able to read everybody. So I'm saying, which means you won't be able to like talk to everybody, but you can talk to those who you know. So small face fan base sometimes is good because you can talk to these people. You get to know these people, like not far as like I'm here with you in the earthly way, but you know, interacting with them like online like that, like everyday life with the Lot's heart. She said Taurus moon. Her moon is in 11th house. So she will have automatically her emotions. She will be claircognizant where she get downloads the information from about things. Where she just know this. She just know this. It come to her. And she live by her intuition because it's in the 11th house in Uranus. So she gonna like stuff that's different. She gonna like people who be themselves because she wanna be herself. Anybody against her being herself, she can fight against that. Cause this is the house of freedom. This is the house of being yourself. This is the house of being unique. So she gonna be innovative. So listen to me, everyday life with the Locks heart. I'm talking to you. So she gonna be different, and she gonna be definitely the type who gonna be inventive, where she can really create inventions, come with ideas, but she had to put into effect. So emotions is into that. It's invested into that. It's a need. She got a need to be different. A need to, unless she got something like a square opposition in that house. But other than that, she gonna have a need to be emotionally invested and liking things that different, like people that different. Cause I'm gonna tell you about the Aquarius energy. Since she got her moon in that house, people with Aquarius energy, they were like people who different. Like she, like Aquarius one might be like, for example, strange to some people, but they just odd. They just different. That's all. But they have advanced minds. But people think that something wrong with them, but it's not. They just can see things before others can see it. And they have information and they speak different than the average. They're gonna act different than the average. Which means that with Aquarius energy, they really type, if you black, they gonna like white people, Chinese people, all type of people. So that's how they interact. So once you understand astrology, you can show them love because you know this is part of who they are. See what I'm saying? So you got her moon is into the 11th house. So since your moon is into the 11th house, it makes you more invested into unique stuff. So yep, I know. He did what I know. Yep, you know. So as long as your mind is right, you know. But if your mind not right, you won't know because you'll think you know. I know a lot of Aquarius, they would think they know, but they don't know. They be like, I know, when they really don't know. So their mind got to be right to really know. So if your mind right, you definitely know, and people could come to you because you got a highly advanced mind, scientific mind. And so, because Aquarius is probably one of the smartest signs. So when you got your moon in 11th house, the house of Aquarius, that makes you be the one gonna be unique, be style, be different, and you like to see people who different, mess with people who different. You might mess with a gangster because they different. You know what I'm saying? You might mess with this type of person because they different. See what I'm saying? So that's how it works. And then your Taurus is in the 11th house. It make you unique in a fashion sense. It make you unique the way you design things. Taurus is in there, so your money will be, or your values will be, into you being unique or being different or living in your higher mind and inventing things. And just by being friendly, you can invest and make money by being friendly, by being kind. Say, come back to you. Because Venus is like Jupiter, where we have luck. It's the good life. So your good life will be in being different, unique, and living in your higher mind and getting knowledge. Because this is a knowledge house. This is a house of knowledge, higher self. So, because Uranus deal with the crown. Just like Neptune did with the crown, Uranus did with the crown. See what I'm saying? I know. I know is what? The crown. I see is what? The third eye, right? I know is above the I see. I know what I see. I know what I know. I know what I know. I know what I see. I know what I hear. I know what I feel. It's like that there. It worked like that. So too kind. Yeah, you too kind. And that's pretty much Aquarius. Too kind. They be too nice, but they can be rebellious too now. They ain't go for anything now. They fighters now. Freedom fighters too. How you doing? Say, hey King Lit. How you doing though? I see you. So you got Moon in the eighth house. Okay, your Moon is in Libra. So you're gonna be the true Libra. I'm a Libra sun, so you can be more truer than me. That's something that you do naturally. That people like they can see me, right? Well, I can see it. But you might don't see it, but you do it naturally. Or you put on stylish stuff. You just do it. You know what I'm saying? But me, I got to think of what I'm put on for you. You already know. You know what I'm saying? This is what you do. This is nasty and wired within you that Libra Venus trait. So the moon Libra, people need to stress that more. That moon sign is the real deal. They need to stress that more in the media. They don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't stress that like that because they still be staying the sun sign. Sun. When they know the truth now, they know that all is important. The sun, the moon, and the rise. None is important than the other. They always put one above the other. Say some more important than the moon, or the moon more important than the sun. All is important. So we talking about the moon in Libra, or the moon in the eighth house, makes you into investigations and research. Shoot, by you looking at this channel, you probably go deep in researching everything, like knowing who I am, knowing where I stay, and stuff like that, because your emotions invested into that type stuff. So when you talking about the moon and Scorpio type people, they do investigation. So like Virgo do their investigation. Like air signs do their research. So we're talking about like Scorpio energy. This is what you'll be into, stuff like that. So being able to read people's souls, being very spiritual, very divine, break it down what spirituality is, and what you'll be doing, because your moon is in the eighth house. So this is the house of what? This is the house of secrets. So you can be able to keep people's secrets very good. This is the house of feelings, what you feel. So you be clairsentience, so stuff like that there, where you can read people by what you feel and stuff like that there. Nobody can lie to you like that. See, this is so dope. Gratitude. That's right. That's right. You dope too. Um, uh, Moon in the eighth house though. This the house. This the area of life that can be very effective because your emotions are in this house. Your feelings is in this house of finances. So business will be easy to you. Expressing your sexuality is something that you would do because you want to feel sexual. This is the house of that. This is the house of knowing how to have sex. This is the house of knowing how to be monadic and hypnotize people. So this that house. This is the eighth house. So Scorpio. So being strong into your power. This is the house of power. Like going against authority figures, fighting against authority figures, and authority figures coming against you. This the house. This that house right here. This is one of the most powerful house in astrology, the eighth house. So manifestation is part of who you are. And transformation, transforming, always changing. Every day you somebody else. You better than what you was yesterday. I'm not what I am. I'm not what I was yesterday. I'm somebody different today. Because you got moon in the eighth house. See, okay. You see how I'm doing this? Like, I'm not doing it in order, but I'm eventually going to do all of it anyway. By me reading y'all comments. And so you got moon in Leo. That makes you more a Leo than anybody. You the type of Leo that's gonna be glistening anyway. Love to shine anyway. It's in you. You feel like that anyway. You confidence within you. See what I'm saying? So you're gonna be the strong type of Leo. You might not act like a Leo son, but you're gonna be stronger than them because you don't have to, you don't need nobody approval. Because you already got approval. It's internal. You see what I'm saying? So a moon will be more stronger than a Libra sun because Libras like they need approval for people, the outer world. Because it's external. External is the outer world. The inner world has approval from within. So it's how you feel within. So it's that fiery energy. So you'll be the one who's gonna glisten anyway and shine and do it big and be inspiration to yourself and also to others. You're gonna listen to spirit. You're gonna feel your energy and listen to your energy and be pleasure to you when you meditate and be quiet and feel it. So I'm saying very super creative. And it's something that you need to do. because it's eternal. So eternal is something you need to do. It's something like, I need to do this to feel good. I got to do this to feel good. And if I don't do this, I might crash. You see? So that's the difference right here. Because you got Moon and Leo. Because Leo is fun loving people. Because I got my son in the Leo house, fifth house, is dominant. This is my dominant house, Libra in there. And so that's why I'm so fun loving. I'm so playful, so cheerful. This is something you do naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like casual, meet new people, and because Leo represents number one, new beginnings, meeting new people, trying new things, stuff like that there. So now you understand. So yep, for every occasion, interesting. It's very interesting. I love astrology, but it's how you read it. So you got to be one who master know this knowledge, so you can read it differently from what you feel and what you see and what you experience. And so you got to correlate with life. A lot of people, they just read what knowledge say instead of how the people really act. You know what I'm saying? So you got Moon in Cancer. That's good. Your Moon in Leo house, so it'll be the Libra house, so it'll be the Libra traits, that Venus effect. So you then you got Cancer in the house, so it'll be like love in the home. You stylish in the home because it's in the seventh house. So your moon is your emotions is invested in stylish thing, beautiful thing, and you look beautiful. And you look beautiful too. So that's how it works. For the inside, you like beauty of all kind. Your food got to be beautiful. Your room got to be beautiful. And if it's nasty, you don't like nothing that's nasty. You like everything to be beautiful, even people beautiful attitudes. So that's why it's important. So you like people attitudes to be beautiful too. So it's very important. Everything got to be beautiful. Everything got to be harmonious. You don't like nothing that's out of order. Then you're gonna bring justice naturally. You're gonna really set it down. Like for example, if somebody try you up, you'll let it go. So if you got Moon in the seventh house or a Libra, you'll let it go because it's a sign of justice. You'll let it go. But they keep tilting your scale, it can overdo it. And that's when you would really lay the law down. You go strong, go hard, bring that sword. And when you do crush somebody, it's a crush that would never be forgotten. Because Libras go hard when it comes to justice. You see, people forget that aspect. They forget that a Libra, even though they're easygoing and they could take more than a lot of other signs because of air, but they hold a lot in and they explode. I done did it many times. They explode. And I know many Libras who said they did the same thing. They explode. So I listen to other people too, what they say. So I know that it's true. Um, they explode, but what they forgot to realize that a Libra is a sign of justice, which means that if you took the scale too much, you overdo it to the point of no return, Libra could completely crush you, eliminate you without even considering that they did wrong. They won't even think it's wrong because it's like justified. And so, for example, if you were a rapist, you raping people all over the city, we could feel it emotionally because we empaths. Because Libras is emotional. Air signs is emotional. Not only Libras, but air signs in general. It's just that you're going to see more of the mind first before you see the emotions. So that's all it means. You see the mind, so they appear to be cold, but when they really in tune with their love self, they're emotional. So when you do things like child molestation over and over and over and over and over, a Libra don't like that. And so if a Libra catch you slipping, they will crush you themselves and eliminate you, and they won't care. Because to them, that's balance and that's love. To take out somebody who's a threat to humanity. You see? That's how a Libra operates. So we talking the moon and Libra, that's how you will operate. You be more Libra than what I am as a Libra sun. So you can really feel it when people do ugly things, when they're not right, and their mind off balance. Because people fail to realize that they see the beautiful Libra. No matter how pretty a Libra is, most Libras that I know, they look pretty, but they can be very dangerous. But let me give you an example. People don't even look at this because they don't know astrology, right? Look at Young Boy, NBA Young Boy. He a Libra, and look at Lil Durk. They're Libra. I got this question every time because people fail to realize that both is a Libra and both got the whole industry on lock on when it comes to dramatic stuff like the drill music and stuff. You see? They fail to realize that Libra deal with the mind. So they think of stuff. They know how to maneuver. They know how to move. They're so smooth, so you don't even realize that a Libra is a leader. It took a while when I was doing wrong. It took a while for people to realize that I was the one behind everything. You see? And that's how smooth a Libra is. Like they're playing everything, operate, and they have you feeling so good. You feel so good around a Libra. They make you feel like the world. You might have low self-esteem, you around the leader, they make you feel like the world till you feel like you the leader. And they're not the leader, but in your heart, you know that they're the one who the influence. You see? It took a Scorpio to peep me out. They said, really, you are the one who behind everything. You the one who the leader. Cause you the one got them to do this and do that without being smooth. Cause Libra gonna make you feel in tune and fit in until you gonna feel like oneness. So while you have that moon in Libra, you're gonna be very smooth with it, manipulative on a low, smoothly. You see, people ain't gonna be able to see that. But see, people hate a Libra, a lot of Libras because you gotta understand, deal with beauty. Anybody who look good and you feel like they look better than you, how you gonna feel? But you have someone going who admire it because they're trying to achieve that too. You see, so Libra gonna have like love and hate. So you're gonna see a lot of Libra placements in the media like that, and people need to talk more about the Libra placement because they are the scales of life. It is the truth. So astrology is real, but see, we cannot love one sign over the other. We got to brace all. I brace every sign. Even though I got the Libra in me, I got this in me, like that there. Because this is very important. People don't know astrology. Libra is the most psychic sign out of all zodiac. I know y'all be tripping right now and be like, oh, this nigga here, or this dude here, he tripping. We just call this something nuku. A nuku. We gotta understand I deal with wordplay. I deal with wordplay. So call myself many names. You know what I'm saying? It's no trip to me. I'm a Libra. So S signs is no trip by words. They love words. They love ideas. They love ideology. I got to give you an example. See what I'm saying? And people will forget the message. If they hear a curse word, they'll leave instead of listen to the message. It's about the message anyway. But they'll skip the message. And that's how they miss things. And they be so this society can be so not knowing. Not knowing, that's my word I choose to use instead of saying blind, dumb devil, gonna make them feel dummy, like a dummy, right? So they can be so not knowing because they'll say, oh, he cursed, and they'll leave instead of get the message. You see? The S sign will get the message. Because the S signs know that this is about the message, not about that curse word. So you gotta understand that. So when you got Mars and Libra or Venus placement, you gotta look at what Venus is in Greek culture. It's Isis, Hathor. In African culture, it's Aset. This is the powerful goddess in African culture. Aset. Heru. Come on now. This tell a lot right there what Venus is. So you already know Libra and Taurus got that Venus effect. So if you got Venus, a lot of Venus in your chart, Libra, if this your moon sign, this internal, you're going to feel good. So feel good pleasures is part of who you are. You don't want to hear all that crazy stuff. You want to hear that good stuff because it's what you're about. Bringing colors together, combinations together because you got a moon in Libra or moon in seventh house. This is what it's about. It could be either or. It's the house of a Libra or in Libra. Your internal self gonna be want to feel good. You're gonna be about all that. So when it comes to the justice, because you want to keep peace between all people of all colors. You want to keep peace between everybody, but you want to speak your truth. Because Libras deal with the truth now. This is the scales of my art. So let's deal with the truth, the lawbringer, which is my art. So you got to understand that. Once you understand that, you understand. So let me read some of your comments right here so I can break it down further. It says aren't fickle with information. They can be, which means changeable. Because we just got to look at air signs now. It depends on, it depends on what other element you got in your chart. For example, I'm a Libra sun, but I got a Virgo moon. Virgo is earth. So it give me a ground. I can ground that air in that earth element, you see? So earth signs is very important. People used to doubt the earth, say they boring, but the earth sign is very important because it keep you stable and keep you strong and not going mentally insane because the earth sign keep you something to ground on. So this is very important. And so air signs can be fickle because changeable because they change their minds all the time. You got to understand they deal with thoughts. not only air signs, Mercury is part of that. So Virgos is a part. Reason why I include Virgos, because they got planet Mercury, the same as it don't change. Just like Gemini got Mercury, Virgo do too, but it's just that Virgo is more earthly, but they still got Mercury. So it make them the same way. So that's why they changed their mind. Like, look at my combination. Libra Sun, Virgo Moon. You know how much I think? So you got to slow down, to meditate, to breathe in and out, to keep your balance and stuff like that. Because the Virgo Moon and Libra Sun. So I'm always giving an example as I speak. You got Aries Moon. Okay, Aries Moon, you fiery. And you in 11th house? Shoot, that's powerful there. A powerful combination. Aries and fire signs, like especially Aries, is cognizant, where they get downloads easily. They sort of like Mercury. Mars is like Mercury, where it's fast moving planet, but aggressive. Mars is more aggressive, more sexual, more sexual than anything, because it's that hyper strong energy that ready to take action, ready to react, and know how to go to war. So we gotta understand about Mars placement. If you got Mars in your chart, you got ability to know how to go to war, know how to strategize. When I say go to war, I'm talking about on anything. I'm talking about like it could be like when people opposing your thoughts. It could be like on anything. It could be like warring to battle your other self. You know what I'm saying? Knowing how to win against your opposite self when dealing with your other mind. See what I'm saying? So we got to understand that we can't look at it from one way. Look at it from all perspectives, and this is how we win. Look at it from all perspectives, not just one way. So you got Mars in the 4th house. We still on the moon sign now. Whoever need to comment their moon signs, I don't know if I did all of them yet, because I got to do Pisces moon. So if you got Pisces moon, you got the Neptunian emotions. So your emotions is very spiritual. Everything that you're gonna be spiritual. Everything that you're gonna be divine. Everything that you is just like Venus effect with the beauty. Pisces like beauty too. Neptune like beauty too. So you don't want to see beautiful things. You be escapists. So these people gonna be more emotionally inclined to drugs and alcohol because they're trying to escape what's going on, all the bad stuff they see. They constantly feeling things. They constantly feeling your pain, everybody emotions that they got to go through. So sometimes their psychological could turn off due to they overly sensitive. When you overly sensitive, you need a balance to keep yourself to be able to read people. You can't be overly sensitive because you're gonna want to escape that. You might don't want to read people because it's too much for you, so you might catch flight. So Pisces people can be very suicidal as far as in drugs and alcohol. Flood themselves with that until they block their pineal gland. Because Pisces deal with the pineal gland. So when you got a Pisces moon, Neptune moon, you did the pineal gland. It's internal. So you're gonna be floating. You're gonna automatically be able to read people, be more advanced than the norm on the spiritual realm. And knowing how to heal. You have the healing hands, creative powers. You have everything because you're an old soul. So you have that wisdom. So you're constantly know people now to read them with the clairsentient, with the claircognizance, with the seeing powers, which means as a seer or clairvoyance. You have all the powers because Pisces will have all the energies of the universe. So you have to trust the spirit in everything you do. If you don't trust the spirit, you will fail. If you don't have discipline, you will fail. So Pisces need discipline. They need the spirit, which means a lot of people will say, especially like free-minded thinker, like air signs, Aquarius, they would say, well, I get to say what I want to say. But the thing is, or Aries, especially Aries, I get to say what I want to say. You could. You can say what you want to say. And you feel like somebody blocking you when you say something. But the thing is, you can't talk to people all type of ways. You call them this and say that, then you get fired back. And you're going to wonder why. Oh, why I'm going through it. Why I'm going through it. Because that's saying I get to say what I want to say instead of having discipline. The true freedom is having discipline. Knowing what to say and when to say it. Knowing how to overcome what people say. Knowing how not let it be so offensive to you to destroy you or bring you down. That's the true powers. So if you know how to do that, master yourself. That's part of mastery. Know how to control my mind. Controlling your mind is more like I won't I won't explode on what this person say. If they call me ugly, I laugh because I know myself. If they say this or that, I won't even budge. It won't bother me. So you got to get to that point. So when nothing bother you, no matter what who say or what say, you in the present say, you just know because the spirit is with you. Why they saying this? I'm saying, well, divine spirit is with me. I'm feeling it within me. I'm looking within why they speaking all this nasty stuff. And I'm saying, well, they hate themselves. This ain't me. What they ain't talking about me. They talking about themselves. So once you know that they talking about themselves, it won't bother you. So a lot of us, we got to train our minds. It takes time, but you can train your mind. And people say, well, it's easy to you. Because I had to train myself. You can do it too, is what I'm trying to tell you. Many of you, every day, train your mind how to take this. Sometimes it's good to be in an environment where people criticize. So you can train your mind. You can be able to take it. Okay, let me give you an example. A lot of female CEOs, when I was in prison a while back, it was like 6 years, 7 years ago, about 7 years ago, when I was in prison, before I changed, converted, um, a lot of female CEOs, when they first came to prison, it's hardcore. I was in a big house, a Georgia state prison before. Now Reedsville is closed down. Reedsville is closed down now. They shut it down now today. But it was the big house, Georgia State Prison. But they also had Jackson. I went there too. So at these places on High Max, since I was very violent and very vicious and swinging and doing all this drama, you gotta understand this here. When the female officers worked there, they got broke in to the point to they don't even. Cause first they used to cry. People used to say all type of stuff to them. It was like an animal to them. So they was like crazy to them. Some quit, but those who stand there, they got stronger. People used to call them bitch, call them all type of names. But after a while, they was able to take that. So nothing nobody say can harm them. Nothing you can say. See, I'm used to hearing that. They'd be like, I'm used to hearing that. They said calmly. It don't bother them. So now they be able to control their environment. They be able to put the smack down because with your words don't hurt. What else gonna hurt? You see? So this is what I'm stressing, beautiful people. I know a lot of you be like, well, you try to avoid the situation, but sometimes facing it is good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you say, okay, let me cry or whatever to be able to take this. Maybe I need this to be able to take this. Take this for anybody. And that's not with everybody. Some people will escape it and they will do better. Some people face it and do even better because they can be able to take it because they hurt it so many times they don't even bother them. So I don't experience a lot of stuff. So with that being said, see Virgo moon, your moon is second house. So your moon is in Taurus. You have the Taurus energy. It's about what you value. It's about what you value. You got Virgo moon like me, so you can be intellectually thinking and dissecting and discernment, a problem solver. Virgos are problem solvers. Virgos, Scorpios are problem solvers. Virgos, see, Scorpio do it on a more emotional way. Virgo do it more of intelligence and earthly way, where they will find the evidence and break down things where they got to have the facts. Scorpio gonna research too, you see, because they intellectual too, and they gonna break it down. But it's about what they can feel, because they know what is true and what is real. You see, so Virgos is empathic too, physically, where I can feel your pain in my body. That's why I can read people through what I feel in my body. Not only Virgo in my chart, I got a lot of water. Water ruled my chart. But anyway, speaking on the Virgo, this is a very powerful placement right here. See, Quavo couldn't handle it. Yeah, because if he got the Aries, I think he's an Aries. He is Gemini or Aries. But if he got anyone, he had to control himself. See, everybody know the situation as far as what they say and what they put out in the media, but nobody truly know what really happened. I'm be honest with you. But as far as what we know and what we heard, he can't handle it. Which means that he did snap Quavo and end up getting his nephew killed. Me, myself, by me not being into the street light no more and me being a civilian, ain't no way in the world I won't sit there and let my nephew get killed and get no justice for it. I'm gonna cooperate with the police now. You see what I'm saying? I'm not into that life. I don't even mess with people to go too deep with relatives like that. When they talk to me, they gonna talk to me on a certain level, a certain degree. We can talk on any level but I ain't gonna be hanging with them and doing things like that. Anyway, in the world, I'm gonna sit there and let my nephew murder go unsolved because he know he was his own problem. Because father, what I see on video or heard is that his own man's did his cousin like that. If that was true, now you see why he didn't put the information out there like that. But he know he was his own fault, but he got to move on from that. You see what I'm saying? The spiritual way is he still can change. You know what I'm saying? But he got to control himself, and that's part of it. That discipline, like what you said, is very part of it. So that's very important. See, when you're civilian, people think that because we so used to following society, not following our own mind and stuff like that. There, in the world, I'm gonna sit there and let things happen because me myself, I'm the type, especially by you going to prison. I'm gonna say Charleston White. I like him. I'm gonna tell you why. He speak the truth. He funny all in one. But at the same time, just because I like him, don't mean I'm gonna be attached to him. You see, you don't be attached to these people because that ain't the way. That's not the way. If they're not pure, like all the way 100, and that don't mean I'm not accepting. I still like look at his videos, how the truth that he spit. Cause I think of him as operating in the prison sense. The prison sense, when I was behind closed doors, how they operate, they get you anywhere they could. They use their mouthpiece. They throw stuff on you if you walk by. Anything that antagonize you, anything that destroy you mentally. So Charlie White good at manipulating people mentally, their brain, spinning their brain, but it's with the truth. And why I like him is because he be knowing what he be talking about. He make great sense. And that's why a lot of people like him. It's not because and people got to admit that. Even game bangers, people admit that, So but you never get too attached to people because they gonna say, yeah, they still a human. That's what you got to realize. Not saying that you won't have good spiritual people, because you will. You know what I'm saying? You will have good spiritual people. But if you don't see the full like turning of them, like full them really getting into that doing the right thing, then they're not really the type you should follow, other than looking at it as entertainment. So but I don't like sit there and try to destroy people. But I do look at them destroy themselves all the time on the media. You see? But anyway, back on track. I'm talking about the moon sign. Yeah, he playing chess. They got to play chess. I see you. I see you comment. You playing chess. Yeah, he doing the right thing. But see, the thing is, he bringing a major effect. You talking about Charleston White, he bringing a major effect on the media. A major effect on the media. He's very effective on this media. Anywhere you go, you see his video. You see him everywhere. You know what I mean? So all honor to him, Charleston White, and all honor to those who speak the truth, who live in the truth. Because if you're gonna be a gang banger and destructive, be destructive. Stand on it. And I'm not trying to. First thing they'll say, you trying to inspire that. I'm not speaking what is. What we live by the truth. So the truth is, when you don't follow what you're really into, which means you say you're a gangbanger and you really don't fall into it, you go to crying and acting crazy when somebody get killed, but you're a gangbanger, you might well don't be a gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? Because you know this gonna happen. This is gonna happen. So you got to stand on it. You got to go back. If you don't go back, people want to see you as weak. Period. I'm from Savannah, Georgia, where ever since I grew up in his life, I know we're speaking of moon signs, but we'll get back to it, but I got to explain this. Ever since I grew up in Savannah, Georgia, people go back. But see, people talking to media like they know little cities like Savannah that hold about 300, 400,000 far as all together, countywide. But the city itself about 100-something thousand. But they got like over 100 neighborhoods. People act like they know Savannah. They don't know Savannah. I hear people on the media saying this, saying that. And not to glorify it, but tell the truth about it. Since I live here all my life and got family here, a whole bunch of family, I'm going to tell you about Savannah. Savannah is a city where people go back. They go back. They go back. Once, okay, it started like this. Once it's the trend of killing, shootings, They always been like this. People keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's just the way it is. And when I'm speaking of I'm off the topic. Now I get back on topic because I got to get back on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking of I'm all around the border with this. Yeah, Quano from there. Quano Rondo. He from there. You know what I'm saying? Many of them. See, he cried. He had to realize when his homeboy died that these niggas from elsewhere ain't with you. See, I'm older than he is. He a younger breed, so he had to realize that them Cali dudes you ain't from there. Y'all niggas be claiming these other cities. They not from there. They don't welcome you like how your own hometown will embrace you. And then some of you got beef with your own hometown. So with that being said, he getting awakened as an Aries. So just like an Aries moon, they don't think clearly because it's Aries moon. Just think about the Aries. Aries is impulsive. I know a lot of Aries. I love them though. The reason I love Aries because they so interesting and they're fiery. So when we think of the moon sign Aries, the moon sign Aries will like that type of stuff. They will like that type of energy. There's something they need. They need that type of excitement. And by me having an Aries South Node, I came into this world with the Aries energy. That's why I loved the drama. That's why I loved to fight when I was young and all that there. I used to fight almost every day because the Aries energy. Aries put it out front. See, difference between Pluto moons or Scorpio moons and Aries moons is Scorpio moons will be more hitting with theirs. They'll be secretive where they plot on your revenge. And they will calculate it and do it smartly. Aries will do it out in the open, get it over with, and then some. They'll do it right then and there. So, with that being said, now you understand the moon sign. The moon sign is your hit self. So, when we speak of all this here, this is what we speak of. So, we're so impulsive, Aries moon. Yeah, impulsive, very impulsive. But y'all beautiful people. And you can speak to me, Wealthy QT. Email me if you need any questions on astrology. Some of you beautiful people, y'all could be some the best YouTubers. And I don't know if you want to get paid all this. It's a preference. You got to understand the consequences that come with it and everything else. But Aries is very impulsive. So now what Quando got to do, Quando Rondo, he got to think like a Libra. So we got to do what our opposite energy is. Like if you got a Taurus, your opposite energy is Scorpio. So now you got to be more like the Scorpio energy. So far as him being like a Libra, you got to think. He can't be so appalled. Now he had to put his head to use. Just like a Libra got to be more like an Aries. You got to take action, go ahead and put into action. That's the thing about the Aries. They go-getters and they put into action. And so he lost his music quality because he's not using his head. This dude got a ability to do some things. He thinking that because of him yelling and screaming on the media, anybody would do that in reality when they lose a homie. And the reason why they go at him like that because they're not with you. So I'm saying, but those who are with you, they sympathize with you. But if you're any of your messages, if something happened to your messages on here, I'm not doing it, beautiful people. I don't know how they got this new computer thing set up, whether it's deleting y'all comments and stuff. So I want y'all to realize that. But Aries energy is very powerful. It's a warrior. It's the most warrior. That and Scorpio is the most warrior there is. Scorpio is more hitting with their inner self. Aries more out in the open. So what Quando need to do, he should have just kept with his music. See, by him backing off, he's slacking because people be waiting for his music. I'll be like, when the homie gonna come out? Forget all that. He ain't got to talk on no gangster. He can speak on anything just because he got the gift. He already got the people. They like his talent. See what I'm saying? Another thing he need to do, connect with people from the city, from the town. Creates a peace within the city first. You got to start within your own playground first before you expand outward. Because your own playground can set you up just like no matter where you go. So a lot of people like him. And for me, Kanye West, what he said, I'm going on since we talking about different people, celebrities. He don't affect me like how others are effective and stuff like that. They're effective by what Kanye West say. He destroys his own self. So people making 100 posts about that. Black gonna destroy each other. Black people gonna destroy each other. I done been got off that wave now. Cause they gonna just do that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to do that. You can be spiritual, be divine, and be to your spiritual essence. They'll tell you that Spirituality ain't the way, but it is the way. That's how you keep your sanity. That's how you stand strong. That's how you be that warrior, you see? And that's how you don't trip everything they put out in the media like with Kanye West. See what I'm saying? So Neptune energy is very important. Pisces, Cancer Moon, Scorpio, all that's important. Even thinking logically, air signs. So as far as the Kanye stuff, say real quick, what's across that bridge in Savannah? South Carolina. Are you from South Carolina? That's what's up. All that's Geechee. Like from North Carolina down the river is Geechee. North Carolina to Myrtle Beach, Charleston, Hilton Head, Savannah where I'm at, Brunswick, Darien, Jacksonville, all that's Geechee. Now they made it official in 2006, the Gullah Geechee Corridor. I know I'm going off beat. This is for the astrology. We get back on point, but you know, any information I do is show that I'm showing love to people in the comments. Cause I'm reading y'all comments. Cause a lot of people don't do that. They don't show love or share their bond with their audience or with people. That's why they don't do good. You know what I'm saying? They just see y'all comment, they go about their way and don't care. And then they trip when people comment something nasty. They trip. What they supposed to do? Delete it or go on about their way. Don't trip it. Somebody gonna say something bad. Always gonna have people say something bad. But what about the people who comment goods? That override the bad. You see? So by people not being mentally strong, they need to build that mind first. That's why I like air signs. I like Mercury. Because the mind is all. Once you control the mind, you can control the spirit and the emotions. Well, the spirit you can't. Spirit already there. You know what I'm saying? You control the emotions and the way your body operates. See what I'm saying? Deal with the mind. You know how to think. You know how to move. So it ain't feelings. I said no. I'm from Los Angeles. Just came to visit. Laughing out loud. I didn't know what it was. Love. Thank you. My granny always said we were Geechee. I had no clue. She gone now. Thank you. Geechee is, I'm gonna tell you, Ness, wealthy QT. Geechee is very powerful. Let me tell you why. Because we won the Gullah War. We won our freedom for the rest of America. Our ancestors, who we are descendants of people who fought and won the freedom. They beat these white folks so bad, and not being racist, speaking the truth, facts. They beat the white folks so bad until Abraham Lincoln said he had to free us because the people were complaining. They say they killing us. They doing this to us. We got to do something. And it was all across America. Once Geechee started in the South, it started everywhere, even like in the Caribbeans. So once we got the word from here and from there, they passed on the word. If they come here, they come to America. So there it was, right everywhere. So with that being said, somebody whispered, say, our soldiers dying, Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln said, all right, I got to do something. He said, I don't care, as far as what they said and as far as what I read. He said, I don't care about the Negroes. I don't care about slaves. I just care about my soldiers dying. So he freed them. But they thought that he one did it. They made him a hero. In their culture, they pick who they want to be a hero. So, but we the one freed ourselves. Without that pressure, it wouldn't be nothing. Said North Georgia here. I'm studying astrology, so thank for the knowledge. Oh, thank you too, Sundance. That's a mean name, Sundance. So you dance with the sun. That's spiritual dance there because the sun. See, my daddy from the Sea Island. That's what's up, Geechee. Y'all Geechee people in here. Even if you like you didn't grow up there, it might be in your bloodline. So that's what I want y'all to realize. But see what they did with the Geechee culture, they made it like it was certain people was Geechee. Instead of like, the truth is, Geechee is how you speak too. Like, sometimes I have to say my word, the dialect, so it makes it sound Creole. Creole and Geechee the same. It's just that instead of it being called Creole, it's called Geechee. They're the same thing, different words. Over here, it's Geechee. So, not saying they would speak the same, but they both would speak like in broken English. So I'm saying, it's not but broken English. Like on the Caribbean, it's something else, but it's still Gullah Geechee. It's called patois. Patois in Jamaica. The way they speak is patois, which is the same as Gullah Geechee. Charleston, Geechee. Savannah, Geechee. Jacksonville, Geechee. A lot of Florida Geechee. It's all over, right? But what they did, they tried to really separate. See what they do. What I dislike about African culture or black culture is that they try to separate instead of like bringing everybody together, which means that they would say that this is just Geechee. They say that Charleston just Geechee by itself, or Savannah by itself. It's not. It's not. It's not. So we separate the idea. Everybody got their own perspective. See what it is, everybody creates their own law, and that would make it bad. Instead of saying what Geechee really is. I mean broken English. People who don't speak correct English. They speak broken English. So when I created slang, that's part of what Geechee is too. So that's what they did. They created their own lingo where the white man didn't understand. I don't want to do. I got off astrology all the way, but I'm looking to read y'all comments in the chat. I'll keep going over to at least I'm sparring to the fans or support. Whatever y'all want to call yourself. You know what I'm saying? Responding to y'all, but y'all lovely people. ATL here. That's what's up. I don't care where you're from. I love people from everywhere. But anyway, Haiti, very powerful. I'm gonna do a video like on my other channel called Taino, but Tahino. Tahino is nothing but Indians. They Africans. Indians ain't nothing but Africans. See, Indian is a word for this country. It is a word for the Caribbean. Really got North Indian, which is North America. You got South Indian, which is South America. Then you got the Caribbeans, which is the West Indian. So basically that's how it go. And over there in India, that's East India. See what I'm saying? By Africa, that's East India. So really the Kushite type blood, it's all over Africa. Which is a little mixture here or there. Cause if you're in America, it ain't too many pure blood. They got some, but not too many. You got a lot of mixture. Like in my bloodline, they say I'm 84% African, which means 60% whites, a mixture of this and that because of what my family been doing. You see, we can't help that part. But I'm darker than you and me and him. A lot of us is dark, you know what I'm saying, in a way, chocolate or dark. But still, we got a little mixture. That's all it showed. It just show a little history of what went on. So I want y'all to understand that. Knowledge. That's right. Thanks for the info. We appreciate it. I never knew that, bro. I'm about that Geechee stuff. That's crazy. I'm from Cleveland. Yeah. That's what they call us over here because Geechee but a mixture of West African culture. Like about 30 different tribes with them. In my blood, so many tribes, probably about 6, 7, or 8. As far as me doing my DNA test, what they say, and people think the DNA test ain't real. I said, what type of people is y'all? If they can tell you're going to die through cancer, you don't think they can tell what's in your blood? Y'all tripping. People just don't use their minds. You don't think they can tell what's in your blood? They done created a way to tell everything. We are intellectual beings. So people be tripping like, some things is common sense. If they can tell what's in your blood, everything you got in there, they can see through it. You can't think they can't tell your DNA. They know your DNA. They might don't tell you. They might tell certain people they correct tribes where they come from. Certain people they might say, no, I'm not gonna tell him this. They could do that. But far as knowing what's in your blood, they know. They know. These people know. I don't know why people think everything is conspiracy. They know what's in your blood. They know when you're gonna die. They say you got 6 months to live. Most times they're correct. So sometimes you can pull through due to your energy, due to the vertex in the universe. So that's why I be creating videos on this, because you can tell, you know what's up. I live by truth. I live by what is, you know. So they say I got about 7 to 8 different tribes in my blood. Okay, they say I got Ghana, 22% Ghana, Benin, Togo. They all is 120%, 22%, 22% of Nigeria, 15% of Sierra Leone, the Mende tribe, you know, all that in my blood, and Guinea, Bissau, 7% of Senegal and Gambia, which is the Mende tribe, Malika tribe. They got the Yoruba tribe, which is Nigeria, 22% of that, like I said. Ghana tribe, which is Shante or Akan tribe, 22% of that in Benin and Togo. And then I got 1% of Kushite, Ethiopia in my blood, for what they say, and 2% of Uganda and Kenya, and I got 15% of Congo, Angola in my blood. So I got all these different tribes in my damn bloodline. Beautiful people. Yeah, you could have Cherokee. All these words was created. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these words was created through the Europeans. You know, you got to understand that what we speak English. So don't act like these words was here for centuries. That's what you got to understand. If they wasn't here for centuries, then what is what? So I'm saying. So that's the question. Just seriously, wow. Yep. Triple Pisces. Okay, you got Pisces what? Sun, moon, and rising? You powerful. I don't know what to do with you. You so emotional. You can feel me in tune. You be imaginative, dreamy, feel people's souls so much. Then you got Pisces in your moon sign. I'm excited by hearing that because that's like, woof. But sometimes that's too much water. You got to have a ground to stand on. Hopefully, you got some earth in there to help you out, Queen. Yeah, that's insane. Triple Pisces. Yeah, that's you need. She need a ground to stand on. Everyday life. Cause you super emotional, super feeling, and if you're not in control of it, you good. You gonna be you gonna be psychic anyway. Probably have psychic dreams and everything. Psychic dreams and everything. So you very powerful. Probably have those dreams and see orbs and see orals and love spirituality and probably always happy and sweet and nice and kind and giving, like to give. Pisces energy they like to give. They're very sweet, just like Jupiter. They like to give. So they're very sweet. Very creative, expressive. Everything like Venus is what everything's an art. Same as Pisces, but Pisces is deal with unconditional love. So the Venus and Neptune energy they need self love. They got to love themselves. They don't. They can't love others before they love themselves because something will go wrong. So it's very powerful. She says triple Pisces. Triple, yep, triple Pisces. Yep, very powerful. How you feel being a Pisces, Nas? Ness, how you feel being a Pisces? How you feel being a Pisces everyday life with the Lockhart? I just want to know. Is it struggling? Is it hard? Or is it because this is a very powerful placement right here. Oh, somebody said they got Aries. I'm okay. Your moon is trying to Mercury. Well, you can read people emotions very well, most intelligence. Uh, very powerful placement. No, I'm not. It's the guy above, son. Who? Nas. So my thing is, the question is, how y'all feel being a Pisces? That's my question. I'm talking about like with the triple Pisces, cause that's a hell of a combination. That give us more clarity and understanding. Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna speak on this too. Okay, she say it's my son's with the triple with three Pisces placement. Oh, your son. Okay, okay. Yeah, I bet you super emotion. See, Gemini moon. Okay, you got your Gemini moon. Very expressive. 10th house, your moon in 10th house. That's your moon in Capricorn. That's 10th house. So you about career orient, job, skill, mastery. That's all important to you. Okay, I see. They got Gemini in there. So you can be very expressive in that house. Very communicative about careers and jobs and opportunities and business. So you can be the one who handle your business. That's good there. Your emotions and to get things done, handle your business. Do it quickly, do it fast, swift. Like to move very well. So many jobs, many skills you will have, many things you're trying to master. That's part of who you are. You know what I mean? So you'll be a good worker, a good teacher, a good person who's good at mediating and who good at socializing and who good at speaking, motivation speaker, and good at social work, and good at guiding and counseling and giving a message to somebody. So that's very important. Writing, being an author, all that is important because it's 10th house, their careers. So that's very important to you. Achieving. Career be on my mind. A little too much, I know, right? You got the moon in that house, yeah. You wonder how you want to achieve. I'm supposed to succeed. You will, though. I have no Pisces, nor does my son. I will respond to the guy in the chat. His son is okay, my fault. Moon in Scorpio. Your moon is in Sagittarius house. Oh yeah, you fiery. Ninth house. Moon in Scorpio, ninth house. Yeah, you fiery. Okay, let me check out your son. Your son. You got Leo sun. That's a powerful combination. Two fixed signs with Scorpio and Leo. So you got how people see you as the one who playful, entertaining, charming, leader, strong. Cause Leo is go getters. A Leo like to shine, and Leo like the spotlight. It's no problem. Leo is funny. Leo is entertaining. So you beautiful. You charismatic. But your moon is very important, and your moon is Scorpio. So your moon makes you the one who's powerful, who's strong, who don't like fakeness, who like truth, and who can see through flaws or fakeness, and who don't ride nobody coattail, who do your own thing. You probably say, them bees think I'm this, them bees ain't nothing. Cause you curse them out because you know you are it. So you don't ride nobody coattail. You do your own way, your own very dominant personality, like do things your way. So that was Scorpio described and diving into things that people scared of. You ain't scared to talk about sex. You ain't scared to talk about certain things you're not scared to talk about. Scorpio not scared to talk about any topic. They can talk about any topic. They're not scared. So we talking Pluto here. Power means a lot. You like powerful people. You admire powerful people, powerful stars, powerful anything that's powerful. It could be spirit, anything. So this is a very powerful planet. Then your moon is in the ninth house. Sagittarius, so you're all about the mind expansion, being adventurous, exploring, trying out different things, having fun, joy, happiness, peace, cheerful, charming, yeah. So this is very house of expansion. So expanding and your emotions deal with luck. So you be lucky when dealing with emotions. Being able to see the big picture, so you're very much clairvoyance, a seer, see aura, see colors, understand what you see. So pictures means a lot to you, graphic and things of that nature. So that's very deep. That's very deep. Um, Patricia Nicole, that's very Patrice Nicole, that's very deep. Pisces rise. Okay, so how people see you, because you understand your rising sign is what you do naturally too. That's something that people do. You do naturally, like be the Pisces energy giving and kind and charismatic, and Pisces can be like the wild child too now, because they can be the life of a party too, but very spiritual, very divine, and you see things as spiritual, and you like to help people, and help and serve people is very important to you, and you like to see people have the love effect, so love very important. So you come off as love, spiritual love. Matter of fact, so thank you, so true. Leo, we all that. The sun, we all got that energy. Um, yes, we are Nash. Yeah, so Leo, sun, Cancer rise. You got a Cancer rise like me, everyday life with a lock hot. I got a Cancer rise, so you can feel me. That's one thing we can do. We can feel. I feel you. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Everyday life with the lock hot. I'm playful because my son is in Leo. That's in my dominant house. My dominant house is Leo house. Got a lot of stellium in Leo house and fifth house. So I'm very playful. You feel me? Everyday life with the Lockhart. Cancer rise. I got that too. That's why I be like, what's up? Is you okay? Is you good? I tell everybody that. Is you okay? You good? I love you. And I was checking on people all the time. That's Cancer rise. Very nurturing, very caring, very loving. And will do anything for people. Then I got the Virgo. They just like that too, but in the earthly way. They want to serve and do the little thing for people. So I got a lot of nurturing signs. And then I got Libra signs. So very powerful. Libra about love, ideal love. Um, what about the empty house? Empty house is important too, but they ain't gonna be more effective than the ones that got planets. They important too though. So you just look at whatever planet in the empty house, and that's what it be. But they ain't gonna be like no big deal. You gonna have some effect, but they ain't gonna be like the ones that have planets in the house. You got triple Leo. Oh no, I ain't messing with you, LaCrew. LaCrew 10. LaCrew's 10. You got Leo? Oh no. This is ooh. I ain't gonna lie, Leo is fun loving people. But as long as they don't be egotistic, be all about them, they good. So I had to develop that. I had not to be about me. I had to make it about other people. You got to do that. You got to discipline yourself and train yourself. Cause we very fun loving people. I'm not a Leo far as a Leo sun, but my dominant house is Leo. My son is in the fifth house. So I got just the same characteristic traits as a Leo. So very playful. They very much leadership, very fun loving, casual dates and casual sex and casual this, and also hobbies. They love all type of hobbies, very creative, and they love the kids, inspirational. Very powerful people. Leo. Okay. I like that blue heart. QT. I feel like I'm in love with my people. Sorry guys. But I love y'all like brothers. I really used to think the world revolved around me. Yeah, that's pretty much Leo. Got to step out that ego. I had to do that. It seems hard, but you can do it. It takes some training every day. Every day, you got to check yourself. Say, okay, I'm stepping to my ego. It's gonna be there, but the ego is important when it's needed. Sometimes it's needed. Sometimes we got people come going hard upon you. You need to use that ego. Not every time, but you got to know when. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. So it can be very helpful. Yeah, fall in love with my people. You got to step out that ego. So I think I did all of the traits. I did all of the houses. I did Gemini, Moon in Gemini. I did Moon in Aries, Moon in Taurus, Moon in Cancer, Moon in Leo, Moon in Virgo. I did Moon in Libra, Moon in Scorpio, Moon in Sagittarius, Moon in Capricorn, Moon in Aquarius. I did all of them. Moon in Pisces. I did all of them. But I was just trying to explain to y'all how important the moon signs really is, because a lot of people just don't know. And if you know, then you can see why people like you like that. Like, say, like example, you might be a Leo, but a person might have like an Earth sign, like what's against Leo, or they might have like Aquarius that oppose a Leo like that. But even though you might be a Leo sun, they be Aquarius sun, they might be a Leo moon, and you'll see why they don't appear to be that Aquarius. Why they act more like why they like you. You say, well, they got Aquarius. Why they like me so much? Cause they got Leo moon. They can feel you. You know what I'm saying? Fire energy. So they laughing with you, kicking with you. So now that's why the moon sign is important, because you can look at that. And that could tell you some things. And I see why, like, when I was cracking a joke with this lady, why she was laughing a lot, because she got a Sagittarius moon, even though she got a Virgo sun, she got a Sagittarius moon. So that's why she playful, and that's why she like adventure. That's why she like exciting stuff and dramatic stuff, because of that, the fire. So it's very important. Look at the moon sign. So I've explained enough. I'm gonna keep doing videos like this. I love y'all more than ever. My people, I'm gonna love my people. I'm gonna love with y'all. Cause people got to bond with their people. When they online, they got to bond with their people. If it's the world, they got to bond with the world. They got to bond with everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's all people be wanting. They be wanting a little bit of listening to you. Many people online, I just listen to them. Listen to them. They text me, and I video chat with some people, and I just listen to them. That's all they want. I might don't talk to them, like might talk to them a few times. That'd be it. But It'd be good though. I never have a bad vibe with nobody. I probably done talked to over 200 or 300 people. But if you say about 3 or 4 years of talking to people, probably more than that. Like when I say talk to them, I ain't talking in no relationship. I'm talking more like helping them, more like stuff like that. We just talk about stuff like astrology, numerology, or some talk about their relationships because they trying to resolve it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be more like a counselor, a therapist, astrology, I do it all in one. But it works. And some people I don't communicate with that long because they go on about their way. But they come back to me and say, well, I'm living like this now. I'm doing good like this now. So that's improvement itself. So I do get benefits far as like that. But I never really charge nobody. I tried that. It don't work. You know what I'm saying? I tried that. It don't work. Thank you again too. So some people just need, especially women, they just need somebody to talk to because they feel like, and I'm not people they'll say like you taking up for females, but I feel what I know that women's need it the most. Our mothers is very important in this world. Without our mothers, we won't be here. Every man, most men anyway, if they're in their right mind, look up to their mothers. Every woman look up to their mothers. Every man came from a woman out her womb. So we got to give respect to women. And men got to be more stronger where we could be able to support our women and be able to take what they throw at us. Cause they gonna say what they got to say. They're emotional, but a lot of them don't mean it. They gonna they really feel like in tune and love with you, these women would do anything for you. I'm talking about anything for you. A lot of them just want and men fail to realize you can make the situation. They will listen to you. And women will, if they know that you're good people, they will follow your lead. But they will also have your back when you need their lead. So we gotta learn how to compromise and learn how to get along with our women more. And this is how that's why I be more effective when it comes to women. I like to help them more than anybody because if I can help a woman, she can rule a nation. We need our mothers. We need women. We need this energy so we get back, stop killing and stop harming each other. I know I'm getting off beat off astrology, but I have to stress this before I go. You know, women are very important. It's a good looking, bro. I definitely appreciate you sharing the info. Thank you. Yeah, we need women. We need our mothers. All honor to them. And plus, women's a part of our nature as men, and they're part of and they're part of our nature, like masculine energy. And we deal by energy terms. They got that in them too, and we got female energy within us too. So we got masculine and female energy within us. Everybody. Okay, let me give them an example. They'll say, "Oh, you call yourself a woman? Hell, I ain't gonna curse. I'm about to curse, but no, I'm not calling myself a woman. Uh, what I'm saying is because you got to give some people some simple terms. What I'm saying is that the female aspect will be nurturing and caring. I care for you. I love you. This is female energy. Nurturing, caring. The masculine energy will be I stand strong. The masculine energy will be I take responsibility. I'm a go getter. Like that. So this is what we talking about. We talking about energy. We all got it in us. And we also got the kid in us. We like to be playful. We like to explore. We like to learn. Kids like to learn, explore, and listen. So we all got the kid within us too. Some kids don't listen, but you know what I'm saying though. But you get it. So with this being said, all this deal with energy, energy activation, all around the board. So that being said, I love the successful uh astrology. I love to talk about astrology. And so we continue to do that. And I love y'all. And if y'all want to get at me, y'all know how to inbox. That's just it. With that being said, I'm out. Ashe.